So get up and unite for your team. It's the best we've got. It's how we play.
Every bat, every pitch, every pond, every deal, every wicket, every soul. And the art, and soul, and fashion, and the culture, Caribbean flows. We're playing from out all nation. With the team in a unification. When the stadium from bleachers to grandstand, and the meaning of unification.
It's how we play. It's how we play.
Welcome one and all, wherever you are. It is the Republic Bank CPL. It's match number 4. The Antigua and Barbuda Falcons taking on the Barbados Royals. I hope your Sunday morning is easy. Ours kind of is. We're anticipating a good contest here this morning. Barbados Royals won the toss. They decided that they would field first. Now look at the two teams, and through the home side, first of all, who have made a change today, deciding that they would want Hayden Walsh to come into the side. Teddy Bishop, a youngster, to go out. It means probably there's just a stepping up for each one going up that order. As far as the Barbados Royals are concerned, well, it's a star-studded side, isn't it? Quinton de Kock, Dunit Wilalage, Naveen Huck, Mahesh Tikshana are the overseas pros, but don't look too far as in overseas. You've got to look at home first of all. Raheem Cornwall, the big fella, what a player he is when he gets going. Out go Barbados. They start up in the tournament, looking to make sure that they start on the front foot. I want to continue to inflict harm, as it were, defeat on the Falcons, who have come so close in a couple of games right here at home. Their skipper said, well, it's only a couple of games and there's a long way to go in the tournament. Oh, missed out. Shot. Oh, yes. That's how to start things off. Got it this time. Short, wide, and cut away for 4. Beautifully played. Shouts of catch it. That's against the wind. It's going to go straight up in the air. And the catch is taken. Naeem Young under that one, and safe as houses. That's an early breakthrough, and one they'll be very happy about, the Barbados Royals.
Again, that bounce of which you speak, just not getting the middle of the bat and a lot of height. Naeem Young makes absolutely no mistake. So Jason Holder immediately into the act, gets the breakthrough, the early breakthrough for the Royals. And once again, the opening partnership isn't productive. 11 for 1, the Falcons.
Four runs, just fain to go at him. Banged away. That's wonderful work by Fakhar Zaman. Shot again. 1 bounce and 4 this time. Shot. It'll go for 4 as well. Gone. Taken in cover. 6-4-4, and then into the hands. Some respite for McCoy and the Royals.
6-4-4, looking for another boundary. Center. Not getting the gap, and maybe not the timing of Fakhar Zaman. Fakhar Zaman goes for 17, 37 for 2.
Oh, and immediate success for the Royals. Well, Billings was halfway down and could only look on forlornly. It's 3 down now for the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons.
He's a very talented young left-arm spinner, and it's gripped significantly. Simple take for the wicketkeeper, and he stamped his authority and proceedings immediately with Allegay. Billings fails again. He needs to do more with the bat for the Falcons. 42 for 3.
He's gone. Really casual. A bit of a feather. And boy, the Royals, they're marauding here this morning.
Yeah, that partnership is not formed, and problems for the Falcons continue. Imad, who batted so very well in the previous game, it's a little clutter from Obed McCoy, who started this over much better than he did his first. Change of pace works, and further trouble with Imad Wasim going for 247 for 4, the Falcons.
Well, he's got hold of it, Joel Andrew. We saw so much from this young man on debut, and the crowd will be really happy to see this. Yeah, well, they needed some momentum, didn't they? These Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. Oh, isn't that sweet? Well, he's found his way in, hasn't he now? Guided that beautifully again into the offside for another boundary.
No. That's not in answer to you. That's in answer to the appeal. Skipper wants to have a look. I think it's just sliding, you know.
I think it's a carom ball. He thought it was the off spinner. It's just straightened.
It's all right. It's hitting it. And it's a good review. Gets the overturning of the decision, gets their man, and therefore they keep it as well. Springer gone. It's 74 for 5 now. Shot. That's beautiful. It was in the slot, and he's managed to get it away. 4 runs, much needed. Nicely played. And it gets to the boundary in the end. I need all of these and more. That's a top shot. That's really well played.
That's a lovely shot. It's full of brute power. Down to long on and taken. So after a wonderfully struck 6, Green falls to Navin ul Haq.
Into the pitch this time, adjust the length, and just tugs it to long on. Look at where he has to take it from. He has to reach very wide. One hand comes out of the bat. A comfortable catch for Ruffman Powell. Chris Green goes for 20, 115 for 6.
Catch, it's a cry, it's a big side out there, even though it's with the wind, it's taken. And I think it's the story of this innings for the Falcons. They're not stitching together the partnerships they require. Good on the Royals.
It's the first dismissal of the season for Fabian Allen. Trying to hit with the wind, take on the off spinner, but holds out in the deep. Shamar Brooks with the catch. Tikshana with another wicket, his first season in the CPL. A very brief stay for Allen, 118 for 7.
He is not going to get to a second half century. It's come off the inside edge, unfortunately for Joel Andrew and the fans of the Falcons. But Obed McCoy strikes.
A bang on target, Obed McCoy. Just 5 wickets all of last season for McCoy. First game, he's picked up 3. Slower delivery, inside edge, ricochets onto the stump. So not to be today for the jewel of Antigua. And so he goes for a very well played 48, 122 for 8 now with the Falcons.
Very skillful, very smart, with the short fine leg in to play that scoop from Hayden Walsh Jr. A welcome boundary from Roshan Primus. Goes straight and he pays the heavy penalty. Catches the cry, Naveen ul Haq takes it, and that's that wide line again and into whatever breeze is coming off the east. We're seeing it so often in this tournament.
They're very smart from Jason Holder. The line that you mentioned, the field placement also. So very good from Rovman Powell too. To have Naveen ul Haq backward of point or a very wide third. So Walsh goes for 8, 142 for 9.
Just over Naeem Young, who hasn't bowled an over today, but Jason Holder does well. Remember last season he was expensive, though he took wickets 2 for 24 from his 4 overs today. And the Falcons limited to their lowest score of the season so far, 145 for 9.
Yeah, the Falcons sent in for the 3rd time in succession. Kofi James promoted to the opening position. No Teddy Bishop today. Fakhr Zaman got started but couldn't carry on. Joel Andrew top scored with 48 from 35. And then not much thereafter. Green got to 20. Primus unbeaten on 16. And so they fall for 145 for 9, which I think is below par.
Good on the Royals, and you mentioned Powell will be happy because last season they were going at nearly 10 and over and chasing big totals all season, 180, 190, 200. Today, because of the work done by Tikshana, who was very good, Holder, who was consistent, and McCoy, who started expensive for his first 5 overs, but finished with 3 for 31 and a wicket apiece for Naveen and Wilalagi. And now it's up to the big man there, Rakeem Cornwall and company, to try to chase this target of 146.
So get up and unite for your team. Take it to the top. It's how we play. It's how we play.
Imad Wasim opening the bowling for the first time this season. Wily customer. They're going to need him at his highest powers. It's a paltry total and ominous pairing at the top for the Royals. Quinton de Kock, South African, and the big rack attack Rakeem Cornwall, so loved here in Antigua from Liberta.
You're good to have Quinton de Kock back. He was very good, averaging maybe about 45 2 years ago.
You had the sense something was going to give. Wouldn't be like Rakeem Cornwall not to have a boundary in the first over. Boundary to finish it, 5 off the first. Oh, what a lovely bat swing from Quinton de Kock. It sailed away. It's gone for it again. Didn't get as much on it this time. Oh, and Joel Andrew after it, but the ball wins the race for a boundary for the last 12 off it, 17 without loss. lofted into the onside. He makes it look simple. That's a great shot. Quinton de Kock into the offside for a boundary, casual as you like. And oh! Opportunity, Kofi James has put it down, he can't believe it.
And we saw Dean Smith put down a number of chances last night. And this from Kofi James should have been gobbled up. It really should have. It was hit firmly, but that's in a pretty comfortable area.
And that's a champion shot. Wow, wonderful. Oh, lovely. Easy flick behind square, will run away. And another boundary goes the way of the Royals. Oh, wow. It just looks like a toothpick in his hand, the bat, but it sails away for another Republic Bank maximum. Yeah, and a boundary to end the over. 14 off it, expensive. 50 up for the Royals, they're 52 without loss.
What a shot. What a sound off the bat from Quinton de Kock. Through the offside this time, just one bounce. The full range from Quinton de Kock. And again, he's just toying with them at the moment. Quinton de Kock. And again, almost carbon copy. It has been carnage. Just look at that. That is aesthetically pleasing. Despite the field being set with 5 fielders on the boundary, still able to find it. Goes leg side now. This should be taken. Should be a wicket. Should be the breakthrough. It is. Fabian Allen, that's as easy as it gets for him. And Raheem Cornwall, who previously hit a 4 offside, was looking to go leg side with the wind. And this time he perishes. A much needed breakthrough for the Falcons. But what a start, a rollicking start from Cornwall. 34 from 20, 80 for 1. Half century for the South African, his 3rd in the CPL. And what a start to the season for him.
That's 6. There's no stopping that. Has that been taken? Has it been taken? Simply done. Smartly done by Quinton de Kock. And Imad Wasim just strolled.
In the gap, will end the over with a boundary. 10 runs coming from the 15th. 136 for 1.
Yes, that's what you want to do if you're Quinton de Kock. Close out the game, finish it, 3 more needed. That is game, set and match to the Barbados Royals, who stamped their authority in their first game of Republic Bank CPL 2024 with a comprehensive win led by the bowling group. Their best performance, I think, or one of them certainly since the last edition, and finished off magnificently by Quinton de Kock with his highest score in Republic Bank CPL, a win by 9 wickets for the Royals.
That was the moment. Their first game, first win this season. and a statement for all the other teams looking on. Well pleased, they've come here to Antigua, they've conquered, and now they'll go to their next venue with a lot of confidence.
Joel Andrew played well again, it has to be said, for a 17-year-old guy coming in the situations that he has and showing the power and composure. He will only get better. Obed McCoy started roughly, but he came back strong after the first ball of his first over to finish with 3 for 31, and then Barbados Royals wiping it off of a loss of just a solitary wicket.
When you see a drum beat, everyone stand on the knee and I do the
It's how we play.